Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today what we are going to be going over is the ways that Donald Trump can still win the presidency. Right now he is down in almost all election polls. I'm pretty sure in every single election poll he is behind Joe Biden and in most of them by quite a substantial margin. You may say that that was because of Kamala Harris's VP bump, but we haven't actually received too many polls since Kamala was actually announced as Biden's VP, so that's not necessarily something that you can say. However, Biden and Trump being affected by the novel coronavirus and many other issues pertaining to our country today, it really has given Biden quite a significant lead. What you have on your screen right now is my current projected electoral map if the election were held today. And what we're going to be doing is looking at ways that Trump can actually win and how. So, the first way that I think that Trump could win is the southwestern strategy. What he could do is he could focus on states like Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado, put all of his resources there. Of course, he would probably lose the Rust Belt and states like Florida, maybe, or even North Carolina if he completely focuses over here. And that would really only give him not too many electoral votes. From there, what he could do is he could try to focus on the state of Oregon. Oregon was a likely state back in 2016. It went to Hillary Clinton by less than 15 percentage points. And if he's able to flip that as well, he still doesn't have enough. He could try to focus on winning Nebraska's 2nd Congressional District, which currently has Joe Biden leading by quite a substantial margin. He could also try to focus on keeping North Carolina and its Republican identity, and Florida. And with that, he would actually win. But besides that, though, that may not be super realistic. And if anything, or if history tells us anything, it's going to be very difficult for a Republican or any president really to win after 3 consecutive 2 terms. However, there are more strategies for Trump to win. He could win the state of Florida. He could try to keep all the traditionally Republican states that have, been flip-flopping. The state of Arizona, he could try to keep. In addition to that, he could try to win the state of Virginia. And with that, he would win the presidency. The only reason that he may actually have a chance at the state of Virginia would be because Virginia back in 2000 actually went to George W. Bush. And I believe it also went to John Kerry back in 2004. It is 16 years ago. However, in actual terms, that's not very long. And you may say that it's been drastically trending more Democratic since then. He could still potentially win the state of Virginia. It was only won by Hillary Clinton by about 5 points back in 2016. Besides that, though, there are other pathways for a Trump victory. If we actually look at the Rust Belt, if he manages to flip or keep Nebraska 2nd, if he manages to win in Wisconsin and in Michigan and in Pennsylvania, he still doesn't have enough, which is not very good for his campaign. However, he has been trying to make a play for the state of Minnesota, and with that, he would actually win the presidency. He could also focus on a bunch of other states that have been, that were close back in 2016 and, try to win them. That could include the state of New Hampshire and maybe even Maine at large, trying to narrow down the margins of Maine's first congressional district, trying to win big in Maine's 2nd. In addition to that, he could, he could do that, and then maybe win the state of Minnesota, which actually has been polling a lot closer than the states of Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, which is definitely something to note. He could try to win the states of Colorado and New Mexico and keep the state of Arizona and keep the state of Florida. that's probably not the most realistic scenario if Trump were to win again. I think the most realistic scenario would be him winning the state of Wisconsin, him keeping the state of Florida, him flipping New Hampshire, and yeah, that would just be the most typical thing, because all Joe Biden needs at this point in order to win the presidency is, win the Rust Belt. And he could lose, New Hampshire. He could let Trump flip that. He could not focus on Maine second, or Nebraska second, or, Florida or North Carolina, traditional swing states. If he just wins the Rust Belt, flips it back to the Democratic column, he can easily win. And that's going to be very difficult for Trump to actually try and find a pathway forward. But I hope this video has kind of given it some insight in how Trump could actually do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and thank you.